Oh, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another PE Nintendo Switch news video. But today we've got more than just Nintendo Switch and we've got a lot to talk about when it comes to Fire Emblem. But I do want to keep this short and sweet, otherwise I'll go on forever. So let's get into it. Nintendo had their Fire Emblem Direct today and it was amazing. If you're a Fire Emblem fan, there was all sorts of goodies and it's never been a better time to jump in, especially at the end of a generation with the Nintendo 3DS and the beginning of a new one with the Nintendo Switch. So let's talk about the first thing here, and that will be Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. Now this is a brand new Nintendo 3DS game that is a remake of the original Fire Emblem Gaiden, okay, and it features one of my favorite Fire Emblem characters in the history of Fire Emblem, and it will feature brand new things in there that Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates did not have, such as free roaming gameplay, dungeon crawling with enemies, a focus on story with the two protagonists, and I really like that. I really like this. And what was so cool about it was the free roaming, was the new elements that they put into this game. You can just tell that remake, it was made with love. It was made with love and care, and I cannot wait to play this on my Nintendo 3DS. As many of you guys know, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, and I love Awakening, and I love Fates, so this one seems to be just as good, if not better, with the new elements that they are adding, and it seems like they're even going to ratchet up the difficulty more, because those classic Fire Emblem games were hard. So really cool stuff there. I did hear a little bit of chatter about why this game isn't coming to Nintendo Switch, and I think it's pretty easy to answer that once you look at what Intelligent Systems is doing. So if you look at Fire Emblem, there is a new game coming to the Nintendo Switch. It's returning to the home console. It's going to be a brand new game. Intelligent Systems isn't big enough to have like multiple teams like the Assassin's Creed. They have, I think, 2. This game, Fire Emblem Echoes, is made on that old 3DS engine, and they're probably just leaving enough developers behind to make that game. If they had to port that game on the Nintendo Switch, that can actually cut into the staff that's making the new Fire Emblem game that's launching in 2018. They need all hands on deck when it comes to the main dudes that work on Fire Emblem making that new game. So that's why I think you're not seeing this game on the Nintendo Switch. They just had a few developers that they put together, put a team, use the old engine that's already there so you don't need as many people, and then everyone else is working on that big Fire Emblem game. Plus we have Fire Emblem Warriors coming out, of course Koei Tecmo, not the same teams and all, but still, there's still a lot of Fire Emblem for the Nintendo Switch with 2017 in the fall. That's confirmed this year, in addition to the new Fire Emblem game in 2018. So Nintendo Switch fans, you guys are going to have a Fire Emblem. 3DS dudes, they have their own Fire Emblem. In addition to that, there's also a mobile Fire Emblem game. So pretty much every route is covered, because I guess everyone's not going to have the Nintendo Switch right there. So it's cool that they did put 3DS. It's cool that they have Switch announcements. It's cool that they have mobile. Everything's kind of gelling. But I did want to briefly talk about the Fire Emblem game coming to the Nintendo Switch in 2018. So there was no details on this game, but they said, hey, this is the first time since 2007 that you're going to have a home console Fire Emblem game, and I think they really want to make this a big and like grand reveal. That's why they didn't show off any concept art or anything. They want to show it when it's ready to go, and that's the main thing that I've been noticing with Nintendo's games so far. Anything that they're showing, it's pretty much coming this year for the most part, or in the very soon, like within the next year or so. They're not going to make the same mistake that they made with Xenoblade Chronicles and Tokyo Mirage Sessions, where you showed those games so many years in advance. So this Fire Emblem game, we might see a little teaser of it later in the year, and then 2018, it's going to be ready to go. They're going to show it off in grand fashion. So I'm really excited about this, because Fire Emblem, once again, coming back to the home consoles, big game. This is going to be epic with what the Nintendo Switch can do. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that game takes shape, what they do, the story and everything. Fire Emblem just has me entranced right now. And of course the mobile game, I'm definitely going to be voting and going on there and downloading that game. Looks like it's going to be a February 2nd release date on Android, and I think sometime soon with iOS. Either way, I'm happy, can't wait to play all of these different Fire Emblem games. And I think if you're a Nintendo fan, across the board, just be happy. Don't complain about certain things or not, or one or the other. You're getting Fire Emblem across the board, whether you're on Nintendo Switch, whether you're on Nintendo 3DS, whether you're on mobile. There's Fire Emblem coming for everyone. So I think that's something to celebrate, because this franchise almost died a few years ago. I also wanted to talk about Fire Emblem Warriors. This game is looking amazing. So far from what they've shown, the graphics have gotten a huge visual bump, like from the Nintendo Wii U when it comes to Hyrule Warriors. This game just looks far more in-depth and detailed. Looks like there's going to be a lot more characters on screen, and one of the things that I didn't like was the frame rate. I really wish the frame rate was 60 frames per second. It was not like that on the Wii U with Hyrule Warriors, but this game seems like it's going to be a smooth 60. We don't know 100% yet, but I do think with the power bump, with the architecture that you can do, you're definitely going to get a smooth Warriors game. And Fire Emblem characters, like I've said, I've talked about this so many times, but Fire Emblem just fits this franchise, that style of play, so much more. If you're going to do that type of spin-off game, you're going to have so many characters to pick from, so I can't wait till they reveal more details on this Fire Emblem game as far as Fire Emblem Warriors, and it's coming out in 2017, guys. How about that? The first year, not even really year, but the first 8 to 9 month lineup is insane, with Fire Emblem Warriors coming out as well this year. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything in gaming. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next video. Peace.